First, I'd like to congratulate Coach Caleb Ross as being selected as the new football coach at McGill. I'd also like to thank Jim Bart, Tom Repo, the alumni I played with, for asking me to speak, Bill Griffin, the AD. Last, I'd like to congratulate the seniors. This is a special year for you guys. Congrats on a great season last year and the last 3 years. You know, when John and I played, we were 1-9 the first year, maybe 2-8 the second year. We were just talking about it. We actually won our last 4 games of our senior year and started their run on an 8-game winning streak. So it was real exciting for us to kind of turn the corner for McGill at that time. It is an honor for me to talk to you guys. I played for Coach Yancey, and my position coach at the time was Tom Buren. He was a little crazy, but taught me how to tackle. I think if you learn how to tackle, you learn basics in football, you can play it for a long time. You can play on Friday nights. If you're blessed and you really love the game and somebody tells you can't, you do it anyway, you can play on Saturdays. And if you're big, fast, and strong and mean as hell, you can play on Sundays. So don't ever let anybody tell you you can't do anything. I do love football. I love it so much I still come back and play in the alumni game, the actual tackle alumni game. So I'm still a dumb redneck, a little bit like Coach Caleb. I like to dress out in full pads. So I come back, 47-year-olds, I play free safety on the tackle football team, the alumni, and we have a kit. We play 4 12-minute quarters, and we're exhausted. Now I'm in decent shape, so I'm much better than third and fourth quarter than most of these guys that play. I played offensive tackle on offense, and I played free safety on defense. So it's a lot of fun. That's how much I love football. That's how much it meant to me. I grew up down in Bilobatcher. If you guys know that, that's a bunch of rednecks down there that play hardcore football. We don't even know what shells and shorts are. We play pants all the time. Friday, we play tackle. I just love it. I love the contact. I love the sweat, the blood, the pain, the failures, the wins, the teamwork, the yelling, the screaming, the emotion, the camaraderie, the vomiting, the coaches, the competition, the heat, the cold, the smash fingers, the sprints, bull in the ring. Do y'all even do bull in the ring anymore? They don't allow it. We love it. Rick Pullen, I loved it. That's the only way we can get tackle anybody. Across the bow hits. If I had Tom Buren, that's all we did. We did across the bow for 4 hours straight. I mean, that's all we did is tackle all the time. It was a lot of fun. I love the monkey roll. Do y'all even do monkey roll anymore? Yeah, they don't even know what monkey roll is. Coach Caleb, they don't know what monkey roll is. I think we need to bring monkey roll back full pads. Got to do monkey roll. It's terrible. Look, I love the hits. I wasn't that fast, but I could get you the right angle. I'd catch you on kickoff, kickoff return. I'd like to kind of ear hole you. So I love the hits. Loved them, loved them, loved them. Snobber knocking, teeth rattling, smash nail spitting. I love the long hours, the pageantry, the tradition, the respect, the Friday night lights, and like we said, if you love the game and you're a little lucky, Saturdays. And if you're super fast, super strong, or just nasty, nasty, nasty on Sundays. But we all know you're not going to play on Sundays, most of you. And that's what we're here to talk about, leadership. Because what you learn in football is going to take you to the next level. And I do hope all of you guys walk on. I would love to see that. I walked on at Tulane as a 160-pound, 5'11", defensive end from McGill. They moved me to strong safety. So it was an interesting story for me. Competition, winning, teamwork, long hours, losing and learning from your mistakes, fighting, scrapping, out-hustling, being coachable, being emotional, being enthusiastic, having a good attitude, being a team leader. Guess what? That's not just football. It's the game of life. When you have to enter the real world, it's like 2-a-days for 12 months straight. And I love it. Nothing prepares you better for life than the game of football. Nothing. Another thing I love about football, not everyone can play football. You're a part of an elite fraternity. Most anyone can play recreational baseball or basketball, but you don't just go out and play football. It's a game of violence played by gladiators. That is why people fill the stadiums. They wish they could do what you guys do. That is why you must respect the game, the coaches, and spend the hours. I was the nicest guy in the world, but the minute I stepped between the white lines, the helmet was strapped tight, and the battle of my life began for 2 hours straight. It has to matter. You have to have a burning desire that comes from the heart. My brother-in-law, Jay Rink, was a star player at Brother Martin High School, very similar to McGill, all-boys school, 1,400 kids in New Orleans. He holds the record for the actual school record for tackles his senior year. 142 solo tackles, 10 games. That's 13.5 solo tackles a game. He's recently been diagnosed with ALS, that's Lou Gehrig's, so you don't have any muscle left. All you have at work is your eyes. Within 2 years, you're fully paralyzed. You would think he'd be depressed. He's got 5 children, or feeling sorry for himself, not even close. Never complained, never a why me. How was he able to do this? He said his football experience and dealing with losses and learning how to fight through tough times has prepared him for this stage in his life. They recently interviewed his teammate Rod West, who played for Notre Dame. Rod said, and I quote, "Jay was a little south of crazy," which I can tell Coach Caleb and you guys are. He was the heart and soul of the team, and the game meant more to Jay than anyone else in the field. Emotionally, verbally, physically, he led the way. Seniors, it's your job to step up. Verbally, I know a lot of you don't like to stand up and talk, but that's your job, guys. That's what leadership's all about. Emotionally, physically, I repeat, the game is no place for shyness or being timid. Leadership must come from the top. It's the ability to influence people. So you must lead by example, and you must lead verbally. Guys, you don't have God-given speed. Most of you are not going to be bigger, faster, or strong, but you never should be outworked, out-hustled, or outsmarted. You're going to have to play with emotion and heart, and it has to matter more to you than the guy across the field. To give anything less than your best is to sacrifice your God-given gift. Now, as you go through this, watch out for a guy named You Can't. He's easy to spot. He usually hangs outside the park with another guy saying you're crazy or that's impossible. You'll come across these guys all the time as you pursue your dreams. Here's what I did. The guy that says you can't or that's impossible, you have to acknowledge it because he's a lazy ass. You don't want, you got to blow up, but you have to acknowledge it to get away from him. Then I took all those you can'ts and embedded those deep down in my heart. As you pursue your dreams, there'll be time you need to pull on those you can'ts. My first tackle drill, obviously during skill sets, I was a strong free safety at Tulane, so I could cover man-to-man very well. I was kind of a joke, but we finally got pads on, and that's where my Balabactry and my Coach Beering time helped me. So we got pads on. We did fullback was 225 from Texas, and I was 165 at the time. Both he's on the 10-yard, I'm on the goal line, and it's no across about just straight at each other. But we got starting at backs. You know, you start your back, y'all do that every now and then, right? Well, all those I can'ts had built up in me, so I knew I was quicker than him. So they blew the whistle, and I hit him. He probably got to the 8-yard line, so I got from his goal line to the 8, and I hit him right under the chin strap with my crown of my helmet and busted out this tooth. And from then on out, I played on special teams. Got to play on kickoff return, so all the other freshmen were redshirt. So there was one guy playing, we were playing against, I think Georgia, I know it wasn't Alabama, Georgia, and I came off the field, and all the guys were like, "Hey, how is it out there?" All the true freshmen. And I just told them, you're not ready yet, because they hadn't paid the price, and that's what you guys are going to do this year. This summer, every time you do your workout, you've got to pay the price. I know this age group because I have a son your age. There's a lot of entitlement involved in this age group. Well, that's not the real world. It's not. Nothing like it. You've got to substitute discipline for consumption. That's one of my favorite quotes. Discipline for consumption. Seniors, for most of you, will be your last season. Your last two-a-days, last homecoming. Make it matter, have no regrets. Play every down like it's your last play. Because many of you won't ever play next year. And you'll miss the game of football deeply. Last but not least, continue to build your relationship with God. Put your worries and concerns in His hands. Build that relationship each day with daily prayers of gratitude and appreciation. You're blessed to be attending such an outstanding Catholic high school. That relationship will be there when you need Him most. When it seems like no one's helping you, He'll be carrying you. I'm going to close with my favorite halftime speech. We were playing Florida State. We've been in the Dome for 2 weeks, air conditioned. We went to Florida State, Tallahassee. We've got our Gumbies, our mascot, little bitty Gumby wave, not very intimidating. I'm a special teams captain at the time. I go out the offensive, defensive captain. We're already at pregame warm-up, and we're already gassed. We've been in the Dome for 2 weeks. I knew we were going to get destroyed. Their quarterback's 6'5", their linebacker, he wraps his hand all the way around my hand. We shake hands. It goes around it twice. I knew we were in trouble. We end up scoring first. So we're up 7-0. You know, we're not flipping off the fans, but it's quiet. No. They think they're getting beat by Tulane. Well, it's 33-7 first quarter. They jump on us a little quick. It's 55-7 at halftime. I'm on kickoff return. So how many downs do I have? I already have like 20 downs on kickoff return. I'm on punt team, so I got 10 downs on punt team before. This is by half. Because the starters don't want to play, I'm playing free safety. So I'm playing about 60 downs a half. I'm exhausted at halftime. Watching the clock, we're getting destroyed. It's 55-7. Mac Brown's the head coach at the time. Taking a knee at halftime. What's he going to say? We're down 55-7. I'm waiting for this motivational speech like I'm giving y'all today to get you going. Here's what he said. He walks in. Man, keep it under 100. Did you not? He turned around and walked out. That's all he said. So we end up losing 77-7. so we exceeded expectations. But I'm just telling you, you're going to be in hot spots and tough places in your life. You're always going to be able to lean back on your football career, and you're going to be able to pull from it. Thank you guys very much. Thank you.